what I saw around me. It also wasn't as good as being white. I had already sensed this because it was everywhere. It was inescapable. I was one of only 2 Black girls in my entire kindergarten class, and the 2 of us were best friends. We immediately gravitated toward each other when we met in orientation because we saw ourselves when we looked at each other. We saw chocolate skin while everyone else had vanilla. We saw thick, textured, plaited hair while everyone else had slick, straight hair that moved with the wind. We heard the sameness in our voices while everyone else's intonation was just a bit different. We didn't know the decisions our subconscious brains were making, but we knew we felt safe with each other. Somehow, we knew the world that surrounded us wasn't made for us. I always subconsciously knew what it meant to be Black, even at the tender age of 5. Unless I was with my Black mother attending our historic Black church in St. Paul, Minnesota, whiteness was everywhere. It was in every store, on the cover of every magazine, and on every television show. It was in the faces of my teachers, classmates, and the pictures in all of my textbooks. I knew Blackness was different. I knew it wasn't seen as being as pretty or as smart as whiteness. My little brain couldn't articulate that, but I knew. However, that day on the playground made what I had sensed real. It confirmed my feelings and turned them into truth. Once your eyes are open to a truth, it becomes impossible to close them. Once you know, you see it everywhere. From that moment, there was no escaping the fact that I was Black, and there was no escaping the message that surrounded me that whiteness is better. Before I go any further, let me introduce myself. Hi, my name is Caroline. I'm a 30-something wife and homeschooling mama of 2 who has fumbled around most of my life feeling like a worthless mistake. Maybe you can relate to that. Until recently, the only language I was fluent in was self-hate. You'll learn more about my story as you listen to this book. Right now, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting my flawed, passionate self to help you on your own self-worth journey. Thank you for choosing to let me in. Thank you for trusting me. You may be feeling a tad confused right now, asking yourself, did I pick up a book about racism, white supremacy, or self-worth? Yes to all 3. You may be asking yourself, is this book for me? Or is this book for Black women? Or white women? Black men, maybe? Yes, this book is for everyone. Am I safe here? That is my number 1 goal. You are here because you are ready to reclaim your self-worth, once and for all. If you're like me, you've tried everything else. You've tried manifesting it, hoping that if you just think your way into loving yourself, you'll finally love yourself. You've tried praying for your self-worth, only to feel immense disappointment the moment you finish your prayer and unworthiness hits you like a ton of bricks. Again. You've tried faking it until you make it. You've tried avoidance. And most of all, you've probably spent your whole life chasing after it. Chasing it with perfectionism, chasing it by hustling, chasing it with titles and status, chasing it with low-calorie diets and skinny teas, chasing it with Instagram filters and the perfect contour, chasing it with flawless church attendance, chasing it by chasing every single standard society tells you will finally make you feel good enough. And now you are here because you are tired of chasing. You're out of breath, you're over it, and every manifestation and affirmation has done diddly squat. So, you chose this book, hoping and begging that it will finally lead you somewhere. This time, you aren't manifesting and you aren't chasing. You are uncovering the truth about the root of your battle with unworthiness, and that root is white supremacy culture. In this book, we will dissect the different ways white supremacy culture has led to every single one of us believing an inherent lie of self-unworthiness, as it has attempted to destroy the minds and bodies of those who are Black, Indigenous, and people of color,